Hey guys, welcome to the Knife Addict channel. Today I have the Civivi Synergy 4 full review for you guys. So I've been carrying this thing quite a bit since I did the unboxing, and I feel like I got a pretty good grasp on the knife now. So I'm ready for a full review. So I was really drawn to the design of this knife here. I actually spotted the Synergy 3 before I saw this, and the Synergy 3 has like a 3 1/4 inch blade. This is a 3.94 inch overall blade. And then the handle on this is I think it's like 5.37 or something like that according to the website. So it's 9.31 overall is what the Civivi website says. So it's a pretty big knife, and I usually like a bigger knife. So I decided to go for the Synergy 4 over the 3. From what I saw, you can get a decent discount on the 3s right now. Amazon had them for around it was like $45, which is a pretty good deal. On the Synergy 3, not this one. This is the 4. So the 4 is fairly new, and they're running about $100 everywhere. But if you go to Knife Center, they have them for $80 for some reason, and that's where I got this one. So Knife Center is probably your best bet if you want to save $20. And it's probably $80 is a pretty good price for this knife, I would say. A lot better than $100. It could be a little cheaper, but we'll get into that in the review here. So like I said, I was really drawn to the design. I really like the Persian blade style, and the G10 on this is just really cool with this pattern, with this milling, circular milling. I mean, it's just really cool. And you can see, you can kind of see like the ovals there, the darker ovals in the G10. That's kind of light, kind of cool. But the milling here just looks cool. It adds a little bit of texture. It feels pretty nice in the hand. They make a black G10 one with the black blade, and then this gray one with the satin blade. And the ergonomics on this are pretty good. Can't really complain about it. The edges are rounded on the G10 and just feels good in hand. Nice big blade. You can see you got this oval lanyard hole here, pretty big one if you're into that. The just regular G10 backspacer that matches the scales, which is nice. And then the pocket clip on here is just your normal Civivi pocket clip. Some people complain that it comes up too high. I haven't really had an issue with it. It's on this knife, I guess it's been fine for me. I like the silver to match the satin blade, just looks nice. The hardware on the pocket clip there is T6, unfortunately, but the rest of the screws in this knife are T8s. Here, there's only three other screws besides the pivot, which is kind of cool. As you can see, it's a liner lock, and it looks like let's see. Okay, so yeah, there's only a liner on the liner side, on the liner lock side. There's no liner on the other side, which I kind of like. Save some weight there. But you can see, looks like there's a couple cutouts down in the bottom of that liner, and then obviously they couldn't cut out up where the liner lock is. But you can see the liner lock here is pretty aggressive. It's pretty big as well. Pretty big cutout there. It looks pretty aggressive. It doesn't hurt your finger or anything. It is aggressive, but it's fine. I like that it's nice and big, easy to get to. You're not gonna miss that. So yeah, it works fine. Really haven't had an issue with that. The action on this thing is decent. I would like it a little smoother. It runs on bearings, but it's almost a little gritty. I mean, it works fine. It fires out fine every time, but I've had better firing liner locks, or better firing flippers, I mean. But as you can see. I mean, it's a lot of blade coming out of there, but I mean, it works pretty good. It's obviously you can drop shut it, so it's not bad. Just I think it could be a little better, but it's just not super pleasing to me, I guess. I don't know, but it is fidgety. It's fun. It's still fun to play with. You can see they crowned the spine on this, which is whatever, I guess. I wouldn't care if it wasn't, I guess, but no jimping there or anything, so it is kind of smooth. You can kind of choke up on this knife here. I think it's kind of weird. So there's not like quite enough room here to like really get in there with your finger. Like you'll probably cut yourself if you really try to get up in there. But they made it so big that it's like almost like supposed to be there. Like let's see here for some size comparison as well. I was gonna show you guys with the hoe gritter here. Like, I mean, you could get up here on the hoe gritter, but obviously it wasn't really designed to do that. They made such a big cutout here, troil here, that it's like they almost designed it to be choked up on. But I wish it was just either not there and you got a little more blade, like on the hoe gritter, or they would have made it bigger. It'd come out just a little more, you know, to make some more room for your finger. So it's kind of strange. I don't know. You can choke up there though. I mean, it works. Just you kind of want to stay back with your finger. But Persian blade obviously looks really cool. Very usable. Got a little fingerprints on there. But it is kind of hard to use just for like EDC tasks. It's like not a super great profile for that, because it's hard to get that tip down like in the tape on boxes and things like that. And it's a big knife as well, so it's kind of hard to maneuver. But obviously you can do it, you can use it, but probably just not as easy as, you know, yeah, some smaller, you know, more utilitarian EDC knife. It's a Jim Young design. I believe he's a competition shooter. That's kind of cool. It's a nice design. You can see it says Nitro V there. Depending on how you look at it in the light, it almost like disappears. At first I thought it was rubbing off, but if you look at it from above, you can see it obviously. But yeah, Nitro V is a good steel, good user steel, so no complaints there really. Yeah, they got the Civivi pivot there, which is fine. I like that they kind of kept the writing on the blade to a minimum. I like the designer's logo there, and they didn't write Civivi anywhere on there, so that's nice. They got it on the pivot though. You can't really push button this one. It just doesn't really work. It's more of a sweeper, so keep that in mind. But I mean, it fires good. Let you guys see these for size comparison here. So obviously decent amount bigger than either the PM2 or the hoe gritter. So what are my overall thoughts on this knife? I mean, I really like it. I think it's a cool design. It is, like I said, it's a little hard to use for everyday EDC. Maybe if that's a concern for you, then maybe grab the smaller version. They make a Tanto version as well. I don't know if that would really help at all with the EDC tasks. Maybe you could use the secondary tip on the Tanto a little for opening boxes. Maybe that would make it a little easier. But yeah, you can grab the Synergy 3 as well if you want a little smaller version with the same design. But my overall thoughts are this is a really nice, well done knife made by Civivi. You got your typical Civivi quality, and it's a really cool design. So overall, I give it a thumbs up. Now, for $100, I wouldn't say that this would be a really great purchase, because you can buy other similar EDC knives from Civivi for quite a bit cheaper. I just did a review on the Neuro Haptic. I think those ran around, what were they, like $70 for the basic G10 model. And I mean, that's a really cool EDC knife, and a big, large EDC knife as well. So for $100, I mean, this isn't really doing anything more than the Neuro Haptic is. I mean, it's got this cool milled G10 and the crown spine, which, I mean, the crown spine isn't really doing anything for me. I do like the G10 milled like that, that's cool. But I mean, for $80, I think it's a pretty good purchase. But I wouldn't go much higher than that. So if you guys like the design and you got the cash for it, I'd give it a thumbs up and say go for it. But I'll be doing more reviews in the future here, guys. So if you like the video, like it up and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys next time.